What's happening? We are back. Once again, this video is sponsored by OneFootball, the app that lets you know all the stats, facts, and all the good stuff about football. So if you need to download that, please download it in the link below. If you do that, it helps us greatly. Player ratings. I've done this last game on the way home from Chelsea. I've got to do it again. We start from the goalkeeper, number one. Well, he's not number. Is he number one? He's number one, isn't he?
Yeah, he's number one.
Number one, Fabianski. Solid in what he done. No chance with the 2 penalties, but made some, you know, a crucial save against Rashford. Was it Rashford? Yeah. When he pinged it, he made a crucial save against Rashford. For me, Fabianski gets a nice solid 8. Done nothing wrong today. Right back, Zabaleta, absolutely superb. One of the better Zabaleta performances this year. I know that he got a bit of stick from my mate Nick Tucker, and we've given him a bit of stick on post-match pint, saying his legs are gone, he's not going to get another year out of them. But today, superb again. Back to you know, I think it helps when, you know, Man United ain't got oodles of pace. You know, I know they've got Rashford and Martial, but they was kept very quiet today. They wasn't attacking, they wasn't using the wingers enough. But Zabaleta today, I'm going to give him an 8 as well. I think he was absolutely superb. Moving across, Balbuena. It ain't no coincidence that since we've had Balbuena back in, we've solidified. Let me see some of these comments coming in as well. I like doing these little live things. Do you know what? I can... Oh, let me get that off. I can turn off this OneFootball logo so I can see your comments. Balbuena. Yeah, it's no coincidence that since he's come in, the defensive lot looked a lot more organised. Who's this coming in here? Is this a geezer trying to get in there?
He's on top. We've got to go. We've got to move. Who's you on Balbuena?
Yeah, Balbuena.
Solid.
It's no coincidence, as I said, that since he's
I just want to say, yeah, we were saying about Balbuena and Diop.
Yeah,
had a good partnership with each other. I know as much as we say a lot of things about Ogbonna, but he was really good with him. They're starting to have a partnership as well. I think
Balbuena's the key. Anyway, Balbuena, solid today. Solidified the defence once again. Unlucky with the goals. Nothing they could do about the penalties. I think he gets an 8 as well. Ogbonna, I think, was superb. I think he gets a 9, to be honest. I think he was the better of the 2. If you're going to give him an 8, I think you've got to give Ogbonna a 9. Masuaku moving over left. Best game I've ever seen Masuaku play.
As a defender?
As a defender, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. I thought he was absolutely superb. He gives some real trouble to the Man United wingers. They got nothing out of him today, and when he was going forward, he was superb as well. So Masuaku, for me, I thought was the second best player on the pitch, so I'm going to give him a 9.5. Because
I tell you what, you're giving out scores like we've won the game.
Yeah, no, I know, because I feel like it's
no, I agree.
You know, they put in today. Moving over, Noble, 8.5. I thought he was superb. Won the ball in great areas. Tucked in, got stuck in. 8.5.
What about the main man?
Declan Rice, 10 out of 10. He was absolute. You got a £100 million player there, right? They're talking about, Man United were talking about £50 million for Declan Rice. Yeah, you got an £100 million midfielder that they've got tucked up there in the midfield, and he didn't give him a sniff today. The only thing Pogba done was taking them 2 penalties. Apart from that, he did nothing. He got fouled on the edge of the box and they give a penalty. He done absolutely nothing. Rice gets a 10 out of 10. Lanzini, best game he's had since he's been back. Linked up night. Oh Jesus, I went for a red light, I think. Oh no, I can go that way. Linked up with everyone quite well. Still not quite back to his best, but you know, he's still coming back from an injury. Unfortunately, he went off with what looked like a groin strain, and that could keep him out for a few weeks now. It's a shame because he was just getting his ebb and flow back. But when he gets integrated into this Pellegrini system, don't forget, everyone's had a pre-season and all season to get used to this system while he's been sitting there watching, you know what I mean? I've heard some really like unnecessary criticism of Lanzini because he's had a few of these bad injuries now, and You know, almost a year out of the game again.
Oh, you can't get a bad injury and then an ACL.
No,
I'm surprised he even come back.
Yeah, he's, you know, it's a terrible injury.
That's career finishing.
And, you know, he's come back and, you know, he's going to take a while to integrate himself into the system. So, again, 8 for me. He was superb as well. Who else? Noddy, 8.5, maybe 9. Yeah, just, you know, again, another player hasn't played well since the turn of the year. You know, a couple of years ago when he came into us, you know, nobody thought he was worth a rub. But he, you know, he's one of the. He isn't blessed with the most skill. He's got a lovely left foot at times. He isn't blessed with the most skill, but what he does give you is industry, and he'll always try 100% for you. 8.5 for me. Anderson, best game in a West Ham shirt, I think. He's played well at times, but I think best game in a West Ham shirt today against the top side. I think you're looking at a 9 for him as well. They couldn't live with him. They couldn't live with Felipe Anderson today, and he was unlucky. Got his goal, obviously. Should have had 2. But yeah, they just couldn't live with him. He was absolutely superb. Who else? Am I missing anyone?
Hernandez.
Chicharito up front. Worked his socks off against a tough old opponent. You know what I mean? He was showing his strength against Phil Jones, and I think he was a bit unlucky to come off when he did. And I know he had the ump, but I want to talk about him a little bit later, because I still think, although he had a great game today, I still think he's sort of passion for West Ham is just not there. I don't think he likes the club. I don't think he likes the way he's treated at the club. I don't think that he likes the direction the club's going in. And when he got substituted today, he went on to clap the Man United fans, but didn't direct a clap towards the West Ham fans. Now, you might think I'm looking a bit too much into that, but he's sort of like clapping the West Ham, the Man United fans, tapping his heart. Look, that's midway through the game. You know, we're drawing the game, midway through the game. You know, you can do that at the end. You can come back on and clap the Man United fans, but you know, when you're tapping your heart and clapping all around Old Trafford in the middle of the game, that's not good for me. And it just shows you when he don't direct a clap towards your fans that you know he's playing for your club, and you're, you know,
he did clap us. Well, it was like a quick. Then he was more turning around to
and he's tapping, yeah, whatever. Like,
no respect
for us fans. He's, you know, obviously Man United fans hold him dear in their heart, but there's a time and place for that, and that wasn't the middle of a fucking game for me. But he gets an 8 because he was good. Diangana, come on. Look, he's a good player. I like the look of Diangana. I think he's got all the tools to be a top player as well, but he just isn't there yet. He just isn't there. So
I'll bring you back after 2 minutes.
He just isn't there yet. He needs to go out on loan. He needs to build up his strength. He gets a 6 for me, just because I don't think he ebbed and flowed into the game. Frederick's coming on. What do you get for you? Fredericks, he done okay.
Did he give the penalty away?
I think he did, yeah.
Well, then again, it wasn't really his fault, because he slipped under.
Under 2 players' foot, and Martial was through on goal. He looked like he was going to score. He had to give the penalty away. Probably had no choice. 7. I'll give him a 7. He done all right. 6.5, maybe.
And who's the last one you're missing?
Who come on?
I'll give you a clue.
Antonio.
Yeah.
Antonio.
7.
8. He was lively. Nearly scored 2 goals. Cracked one against a crossbar. His strength and his pace really causes teams troubles when he's looking on it. He was an 8 for me, because he was as good as an attacking force that we had. But it is one of them things. Let me know in the comment section down below your match ratings, and if I've got any wrong, you think I'm being a bit harsh on someone, you think I'm overrating someone, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm really struggling to see any negativity in that performance, apart from the result, because you know, I've seen some dire shit over the last couple of years, to be quite honest with you, and that was one of the better performances I've gone away and seen, and not got a result. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. One thing left to say, everyone: Come on, you Irons.
Irons.